excuses I didn't video, and that's all I got to say about that. Okay? I have no excuses. I have no reason why, except for the fact that I did not videotape. There's been some stuff going on in my life. Overall, my life is amazing right now. I'm having a great time in life right now. All is really good. I've had a couple moments in the last couple weeks. Something, you know, a couple bad moments or something. But in general, my life is amazing. My life is amazing because it just is. Now, the only thing really new in my life right now, guys, is I've got a new guy in my life. Okay? An amazing guy. Okay? I'm not going to say a lot about him. I will tell you, his name is Johnny. He's a widower. He's 10 years older than I am. So I'm 53. He's 63. He is tall, thin. I think he's attractive. But he's in my life. Now, I'm on the fence post about a lot of things right now, guys. A lot of things. I did, by the way, I did get the truck fixed. I don't know if I said that in the video or not, but the truck is fixed. She's been fixed for several weeks now. So that's done. It took a lot longer. It took almost 2 weeks to fix her. There was back orders on parts and crap like that, but she's fixed and everything. All right, so there's a couple things going on in life right now. I'm about to head to Florida. I'm about to go to Florida to pick up some stuff in Florida, and actually to introduce Johnny to my daughter and Ashley, okay? And anybody else I could possibly introduce him to down there. As far as putting him on the channel, I don't know if he wants to be on the channel, and honestly, I don't know if I want to put him on the channel because I think I kind of want to keep that a little private at the moment until I know, I mean, I think I know where it's going. I hope I know where it's going. I feel like I know where it's going. And I have idea where it's going. Okay? He's an amazing guy. He really is. You can't judge his book by his cover. He's an amazing guy. Okay? He makes this woman very happy at the moment. So, but what I sit on the fence post is about a couple different things. One, I don't know if I want to keep doing YouTube at the moment. I think I want to take a break from YouTube. It seems like I've taken a break from YouTube, and I think I don't know if I want to just sporadically do a video and put it out there like every now and then, and just do like updates of what's going on. I never wanted to be YouTube famous. Never wanted that. I just started doing YouTube because it was fun. And it is fun. But my life has changed so much, and I'm glad I did YouTube through the divorce because a couple of people have said a couple of my videos helped them. Okay? So, you know, if you can share your experience and it helps the person, that's great. But not knowing how much Johnny wants to be involved at the moment. Not that he has to be involved. He does not have to be involved. And honestly, I don't want to put him in YouTube a whole lot right now. I just don't want to. Because it's channel. It's my channel. You know, I would like to introduce him on the channel so y'all can see what he looks like and put a face to a name. Yeah, that came out right. So I would like to do that, and we have discussed that. But I kind of want to keep my dating life a little private at the moment. I mean, I don't mind telling you guys I'm dating. I mean, you guys know I dated the other gentleman. So Johnny's like Mr. Number 2 after the divorce. I did talk to a guy in between for a second, and no, that didn't. You know what? You start talking to somebody. I'll tell y'all how I met Johnny. Okay? I actually met Johnny on a dating site. I went on a dating site, was only on there for a day or two, and I saw his profile. I picked him. He did not pick me. I picked him. His pictures, I picked him because his pictures, he didn't look anything. His two pictures looked nothing alike, but there was something about his eyes in one of the pictures, and I said to myself, that man does not take a good picture. There must be something more to him. And then I read his profile, and in his profile, I liked his profile. So I read his profile and I'm like, I want to talk to this guy. So I'm the one who reached out to him. He did not reach out to me. And then we started talking and we talked. I highly suggest, if you go out and start dating later in life after you either lose a spouse or break up with a spouse, I highly suggest talking on the phone first. We did this thing that we ended up calling the question game, where we took turns asking questions. The questions turned into conversations on top of conversations. There was never a silent moment other than me saying, I don't know what to ask. Give me a minute. I need a minute to think about a question to ask. I mean, we asked every stupid little question you could ask, and we asked serious questions. So we kind of knew each other. And I kid you not, the first night we talked on the phone, voice to voice, we talked from almost like 9 or 10 in the evening, because I hadn't gone to bed yet. All the way through the night until 6 a.m. And I knew it was 6 a.m. because my alarm clock went off to make sure my son got up. And I said, it's 6 o'clock. My alarm just went off. And he says, well, I got to take some medication, get a cup of coffee. So we talked all the way through the night. And then we didn't talk for a couple hours. And then we talked for several hours more. I mean, I don't think the two of us slept much the first couple of days of the first week of getting to know each other by talking on the phone. And then we went into video chat. And then we actually met, because I told him, when I meet you, I got to poke you to see if you're real. And I poked him, so he's real. And then we've just been seeing each other ever since. I mean, there's something to get to know somebody before you see them, and because you could ask, not seeing someone face to face and asking questions, you can ask questions because they can't see you can't see each other, so you can't be embarrassed to ask questions. And we asked every question. I could have told you anything about him at that point. I said to my daughter, I said to my son, ask me a question, I probably know the answer. And I did pretty much know the answer. So that was a great way to get to know him. I mean, that alone, I think, started the attraction, is just being able to talk to him. And the man, I am extremely comfortable with the man. And that is very important, to be comfortable with somebody, to be able to talk about anything. So that's a nutshell about Johnny until you guys get to see him. That's it. And I'm real excited that he's going to get to go meet my daughter. So that's the nutshell on Johnny. Now, let's talk about marriage, okay? Because this is going to come up with some friends. All right. I don't know if I want to get married again. I really don't know. That is one of the big things I'm on the fence post about. And I know when I first decided to get a divorce, I told the ex-husband that I was going to get married again someday, that I would find somebody who loved every inch of this person. Well, I think I found the person who might love every inch of this person. But this is the thing. The husband did one thing for me. Now, he had alternative motive, or whatever. He had a motive for doing what he did. But the man gave me my freedom in the marriage. So I could go places with friends. I could take a weekend trip with a girlfriend. I didn't do it a lot, but I did it a handful of times. You know, I did it about, twice in New York with my friend Dickie. Once in New York with my friend Dawn. Key West with my friend. So I did it about 4 times. I went on a trip, okay, with friends. And then, of course, I went places with my mom around her cancer. So he gave me the freedom to do stuff. And even my friend Suzanne used to say to me, wow, my husband wouldn't let me do that. Phil's an awesome guy. No, Phil was not an awesome guy. Phil was cheating on me. Okay, so he did it for his reasons, but he gave me my freedom. Now, the man never yelled and screamed. The man never hit me. So I appreciate that he never did that. But that's about all I can say right now about the man that's good. You know, I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. I don't care. That's the thing. I don't care. Not going to waste energy or emotion on the man. Just not going to do it. But he gave me that freedom. So now that I've started dating and I like my freedom, okay, feels good to date after getting out of a 33-year-old marriage. It's nice to feel desired by a man. It does feel good to feel that. Do I need a man? And I told Johnny, I don't need a man. Okay? I told him I don't need a man. And I even told him that, point blank. My daddy taught me you don't need a man. And, you know, But do I want him around? I want him around. So I want him. I don't need him. I want him around. So, that being said, I don't know if I need that freaking piece of paper that says marriage on it. Because a commitment in a relationship, that piece of paper is nice, but we all know that piece of paper don't mean a hill of beans to somebody at some point. Because that piece of paper meant a lot to me. But that piece of paper cost me $3,000 to get just a lawyer, just my lawyer cost me $3,000, that piece of paper did, to get my divorced. And I think my lawyer gave me a break because he knew me personally. So, do I need that piece of paper to have a committed relationship with a man, to be faithful to a man, to be honest with a man, to love one man, to do whatever I can to make his life better and to take care of him whenever I can? No, I do not need that piece of paper to do that. I can do that by just committing to that man. And that's all I want from another man. So, do I want to get married again? I'm on that fence post, and I'm teetering to not rather than do. I'm leaning more towards not getting married again. And not having, if things were not to work out, because you never, ever, ever really know anybody. I thought I knew my ex, and I did not know him at all. I feel like now I was married to a stranger. Okay? A complete stranger. For him to have done me that way. I feel like I was married to a stranger. Like I was talking, but nobody was really... When we had plans and goals and dreams, that they were one-sided and that he played me. That's what I feel like. But nobody's asked me to marry them, so I don't have to cross that bridge right now. Now, am I going to be called a hypocrite because of what I believed all my life, grew up believing, was taught by my parents, my religious views on anything? If you want to call me a hypocrite, then go right on ahead and call me a hypocrite, because I don't really give a damn. I don't. I was my mother's daughter, my husband's wife, and my children's mother. Okay, my mother passed away. When she passed away, I felt a little bit like, who am I for a minute? Okay, and then not even a year later, the whammy of finding out the husband's been cheating for 4 years. That threw me for a loop too for a minute. My kids are raised, so I am no longer somebody's daughter. I mean, I'm somebody's daughter, but my parents have passed. So I'm no longer somebody's daughter, so to speak, where I have to interact with parents. I don't have a husband anymore. That was his choice. He threw me away, and I kicked him to the curb. And my kids are grown. My daughter's married. She's got her own life. My son is 31. It's time for Janie to focus on Janie. It's time for Janie to be happy and to find out what makes her happy. And yes, I feel like I've started all over again with life. I mean, the life I knew is gone. It's gone. My new life has begun, and I have to figure out what works for me. And I'm not going to be apologetic for anything I say or do when it comes to me, because I'm going to do what makes me happy. It's my life. I got to live it. And I'm going to allow whoever I want in that life that benefits that life. So I'm going to do whatever I want to make me happy. That's just the way it is. And if it's never getting married again and just spending wonderful time with a man, that's what I'm going to do. It's my life. And as far as my art goes, I came up to Kentucky to do my art, and I'm going to do my art. But my art has not been as important to me as it once was. I look back at my marriage, and I wonder if I was really happy at times, and if my art was just not a go-to happy place. Because I used to always say, my art is my happy place. My art room's my happy place. But I'm happy right now. I didn't think I could be this happy this quick after leaving a 33-and-a-half-year marriage. I didn't think I could be this happy. I mean, I really did not think. I thought I was going to be sad and lonely. Now, I've had a sad and lonely moment here and there. I haven't had one in a while. And I'm not saying I'll never have another sad moment in life, because I probably will. It's just, that's what it is, life. But right now, I am probably the happiest I've been in a very long time. I don't know. I might even be the happiest I've ever been at this particular moment because I'm doing what I want to do and I'm not having to answer to no one. And that's something else. Maybe why I don't want to get married. Because, yes, if you're in a committed relationship, you have to not answer to somebody, but you have to take a relationship and the other person into consideration. Because if you don't take the other person into consideration in what you do in a relationship, the relationship won't work. But and I'm not saying you have to be married to take that. I'm not saying you, just because you don't have a piece of paper, a marriage license, that you don't have to take it, the other person into consideration and stuff. Because you do. When you're involved with somebody, they're a part of your life. You do. They are your other half. They are the one that makes you not whole, but fills in that spot in your heart that makes things great. So, you do have to take everybody into consideration in your life. But right now I'm very happy. I'm very, 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 very happy. I didn't think I could be this happy after the divorce. I honestly did not, and I said this before about the other gentleman, I honestly did not think I would date until about almost a year later from my divorce. But I also don't want to sit around and be miserable and just, I want someone in my life. Do I need them? No. But yeah, you do need people you need everybody, you need people in your life. If things weren't right about Johnny, I'd walk away tomorrow. But things feel right. So I'm not walking away. Things feel right. The more time I spend with him, I'll know. I mean, shoot, a trip to Florida to see my kids with a man in a car, that's right there enough to tell you whether or not you can stand him or not, What's the worst I do? Get a rental car and send him packing? Back to Kentucky? I don't think that'll happen though, but I mean, we'll just see. So that's really all that's been going on, guys, is that you guys saw the deck get done. The car got fixed. I've been preoccupied a little bit with meeting Johnny, getting to know him. I did sell some stuff at the vendor's market, and I did sell enough to pay 1 month's rent and a little bit on the second month. So I'm very happy about that. Only had my stuff in that market for 2 months, and it's almost covered itself. So that makes me very happy. First goal is to have my stuff pay for it, the booth. Now back to the art thing. What I was saying is, it used to be my happy place. I'm going to do my art, but I haven't felt the need to do my art as much as I thought I did. So I think that as I look back, and I don't want to look back a lot, but as I look back on my marriage, I wonder now if I was as happy as I thought I was. Because I'm beginning to feel like I was not as happy in my marriage as I thought I was. And if he had never cheated on me, I probably would have continued staying married until I was old and grayer and, been his wife until the day I died, or he died. Because that's just what would have happened. But in some ways, I am thankful he did what he did. I really am. I know that sounds odd, and it was painful at first. Oh, it was painful. So painful. I have said on Facebook yesterday, divorce is a dirty word. And I say it's a dirty word because no matter how easy you go through your divorce, you are still left with some emotional baggage from something the other person says, does, whatever. You don't walk out of a divorce unscathed by it. You just don't. About the only way I think you could do it, but I still think you would walk away, escape, is if you both decided together that you weren't in love with each other, you've grown apart. If you both decided it together, but then still, you still walk away from a relationship. So I think I did pretty good in getting through that divorce, and my baggage isn't bad, but there's a little piece in me that's always going to wonder if I can completely ever really trust a man again. But I got to have faith that I can, and I got to give someone like Johnny the benefit of the doubt and go from there. I have to do that. Is it hard? It's hard. It really is. It really is. But I'm trying so hard to do that. You know, I tell you one thing, I cannot date anybody that looks like the ex. I can tell you that right now. There may have been some amazing guys that I talked to or spoke to, but if they look anything like my ex, I can't date them. I cannot do that. Now, this is the funny thing about all this stuff. When I was in high school, I dated taller guys, tall, skinny guys. I was never a skinny girl. Never was. But I dated, other than one guy in high school, I dated tall guys. I did. So, my husband was not a tall guy. He was only an inch or so taller than I was. An inch or so. So, it's like I've gone, the guy before Johnny, he was taller than me. So, it's kind of nice to date a tall guy. I'm finding that attractive. Alright, I have to let you guys go for now, okay? I'll get back to you. Okay, you guys, that was just Suzanne text messaging me and that we're going out tonight. We're going to something called First Fridays in Mount Sterling. Vendors, and there'll be people singing downtown Mount Sterling, and I want to go. It happens for June, July, August, and September. I want to see what it's like, because I told Johnny about it. He might come over and we might do it either August or September. So I wanted to go see what it was about. And I'm going by Bevel's for a minute before I go to Suzanne's at 5. She was just letting me know. But I just wanted to catch up with you guys and kind of tell you guys what was going on. And I mean, you guys can comment if you really want to see videos. I got to think about it for a minute, because I know I haven't done a lot lately, and I've been preoccupied with things and everything. And I didn't want to just leave y'all hanging like, she hasn't done a video in a while. What happened to her? Is she okay? Blah, blah, blah. Because I know I don't have a huge amount of excuse me, I don't know why I'm burpy all of a sudden. I haven't drank nothing. Okay, hiccups, that's what it is. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging like, what happened? I haven't seen any video from her. I just been dealing with some things, kind of, sort of. I mean, the trip to Florida really wasn't planned, but I felt like I needed to go now to get a few things. So, because I wish Nathan could go with me. He's not. He's going to stay home. He can't get enough days off in a row to go. He can get some days off, but he can't get enough. So he's just going to have some extra days off and stay at home and have some peace and quiet away from Mama and stuff. But Johnny's going to go with me, like I said. So that should be nice and interesting, and let him meet the kids down there. So, but that's really it, guys. There's nothing major crazy going on. Right now, I got nothing really crazy going on. My garden was doing okay, so when I get back, I think I'm going to try to real quick, plant in the garden. Maybe I will still keep doing the videos so I can show you guys that. So it's just a matter of, I don't know at the moment. Okay, just don't know. So, that's all I can say. So I'm going to say, if you like my videos, like and subscribe. And remember, enjoy the craziness of life, because you might laugh about it when you tell a friend. So we'll just wait and see what I decide to do. You want to leave comments, I'll try to read the comments. And again, you know, it's been what it's been. So I will maybe at least come on and tell you guys what I plan on doing as far as videoing going, whether I do a regular couple times a week or plan to do it once or twice a week or do it like sporadically. Maybe I'll make up my mind and let y'all know. Right now I don't know what I want to do, but everything's good right now. Everything is good. Life is good right now. So that's all that's important, is life is good. And I hope your life is going good too. So I will get back with you guys later. Bye.